What if you could take a 50-page business report, 3 YouTube videos, and a bunch of messy files and turn it into a highly engaging podcast just with the power of one click? Better yet, what if you could go ahead and ask this podcast host any question you'd like from the combination of this business report, the 3 YouTube videos, and a bunch of the messy files? This isn't a futuristic concept. It is a reality that's made true by a tool from Google called NotebookLM. And in my opinion, it is one of, if not the most powerful tool available to everyone out there. And today I'm going to tell you everything about NotebookLM and the 4 use cases that can unlock value and productivity in your life. If you're new here, my name is Abhilash. I've been a long-time Googler, been at the company more than 13 years, leading different businesses and leading teams. If you want to learn about how AI can save you time, help you work smarter, and give you an edge in whatever you do, whether it's running a business, leading a team, or just getting more done without burning out, then subscribe to the channel. And if videos like this resonate with you, hit the like button. Now you might be thinking, can I not just use ChatGPT for something like this? The answer is yes and no. ChatGPT can give you those answers, but it can also hallucinate and make up stuff as it goes. And that's not a bug within these AI chatbots, it's almost a feature at this point. But NotebookLM is different. Think of it as a blank digital notebook where you provide the brain power. You upload the files into this brain and the notebook only knows what you provided. So anything you do with this tool is going to be grounded in those uploaded files and the data you provide. And that is what prevents it from having hallucinations compared to all the other tools out there. Getting started with NotebookLM is actually pretty easy. I'll link the URL just below the like button, but all you need to do is go to notebooklm.google.com, sign in using an email ID, and then once you're in there, as you can see on the screen, all you need to do is go create a new notebook. Then when you click on add sources, you can see different options like uploading files, websites and YouTube URLs, as well as connection to your Google Drive. And in terms of what's available in terms of out-of-the-box features, you have a bunch of options like audio overview, video overview, mind map, flashcards, quiz, etc. You can also ask this database a bunch of questions using the chat window provided here. With that, let's get into the first of the 4 use cases that I talked about. Let's start with the first of the 4 use cases. I'm calling this use case the magic audio overview or your personal podcast. The example we are taking here is creating an earnings podcast for Alphabet is the parent company for Google. We've attached the Q1 earnings, and as you can see, NotebookLM is able to pull in all the information and create its private database. Now, instead of chatting with the interface, what I'm going to do is go to the audio overview tab. If I click on this, you'll see there are a bunch of options that open up. You have formats which are deep dive, brief, critique, or debates. And you can choose any of these, but I'm going to stick to deep dive. I choose English as the language. And as you can see, it gives me a couple of options. Summarize the main revenue growth and income performance for the quarter. Explain these results as if presenting to a new individual investor. Compare the current financial standing against the prior period. So I'm going to use the summarize the main revenue growth and income performance for the quarter as an input to this AI host, and then say generate. You'll see that it's getting to work and generating the audio overview. So as you can see, the podcast is ready. I'm going to press play to see what this has turned out to be.
We all know the cloud isn't actually, a cloud. It's just someone else's servers.
Yeah, exactly.
But reading through Alphabet's Q1 2026 financial report for this deep dive.
Listening in, you can tell right away that there are 2 people involved in a conversation, which is typical in a setup of a podcast. And if you're someone who does not like reading stuff to learn about things, this is a great way to substitute that learning. Whether you're commuting into work, listening to it on the subway, or whatever the case may be, this helps you learn from multiple channels. With that, let's move into the second use case, which focuses on multimodality and the ability to chat with NotebookLM as if it was an advisor. So let's say you have a combination of documents, web URL pages, and YouTube videos, and you have to parse through all of this information and make sense of all of this. NotebookLM is built on top of Gemini models, and Gemini models are one of the best in the industry when it comes to multimodality. And multimodality basically stands for being able to leverage different formats of input into the system. Whether it is text, videos, images, it can analyze all of that information and make sense of it. In our situation, to understand this use case, I'm going to take the example of an individual preparing for an interview with NVIDIA. As you can see on the screen, I've created a new notebook and I've added the newsroom URL from NVIDIA's website, an interview with the CEO of the company, Jensen Huang, posted on YouTube, as well as NVIDIA's Q1 earnings as sources to the notebook. This is what forms the brain of the notebook, and as you can see that there are multiple formats that the input has been provided in. Now let's chat with the page. The first prompt is, what is a top priority for NVIDIA? It reviews all the information and gives me an appropriate response. response. And as you can see, NotebookLM actually gives you a couple of options for suggested prompts for the second question. And if I click on one of those, it is able to generate the right response. And I can get more specific by asking just about the video. So if I ask the chatbot to summarize the key bullet points from the video, which is the interview that Jensen Wong did, it can do that and give me the appropriate response, as you can see. The third use case that we are going to move on to is the auto generation of slide decks. Given a certain set of information, NotebookLM can generate slides for your workstream. In my situation, I'm just thinking about my content creation workstream. The content creation workstream starts with idea generation for the video I'm about to make, script writing, making sure we are recording the video, and then passing it on to the editing team to edit the videos. Given the number of steps in the process, I want to see if NotebookLM can help me lay out a standard operating procedure for the editing process and how the system brings it to life. So in this situation, what I'm going to do is create a new notebook, and I'm going to call it AI with Abhilash YouTube channel. As inputs to the process, I've provided one of my YouTube videos that have been edited, as well as the script for the same video. And for NotebookLM to be able to create the standard operating procedure that I want to pass on to my editing team, I put in the following prompt. Create a deck for my YouTube editor using the scripts. Use the format language hooks to create a standard operating procedure slide deck for my editors. It takes a few minutes before NotebookLM can put this deck together. And then if you review the deck, you can see it has a pretty comprehensive format for the editors. It has everything from the audio energy that I require in the edits, to the zoom in and out when a screen recording is being presented on the screen, to an asset toolkit. So is it perfect? No. Does it give a great starting point? Absolutely yes. The other thing I find fascinating is this option of creating a mind map. I think of it almost as a flow chart for the data that you've provided the system. In this case, since I've provided the script in the YouTube, you can see that it provides me a flowchart of the script writing that I've presented and the story. With that, let's move on to the last use case, which is preparing a quiz for an exam. Now, this is something that's very common out there. If you're preparing for an upcoming exam, you probably need to give a couple of mock exams to see if you're prepared to give the final exam. In most instances, you'll have to sign up for services where you have to pay a bunch of money to have someone invigilate and give you a score against your quiz. Well, how about NotebookLM becoming a conduit to put these quizzes together for the exam that you're going to be writing? Now, let's assume that as a professional, you've read through all the material. Now you want to give a couple of mock exams before you go and show up for the final exam. So in this instance, I've added the Professional Cloud Architect certification and the learning module as the source of the data. And then on the right-hand side studio, you can see there's an option that says quiz. I ask the system to go ahead, read the material and create the quiz. It scans through and crawls the content on the Professional Cloud Architect certification learning module and gives me a quiz which has a total of 10 questions. Now I can be a little more specific about how I want this quiz to be created. I can customize the quiz. I can add fewer or more questions, or keep it at standard, and increase or decrease the level of difficulty. And it also gives me prompts that I could be using to customize the kind of quiz I want. So whether you're trying to climb a mountain of college projects, prepare for your exam, organize projects at work, learn from a bunch of different formats of material out there, all of this can be accomplished using NotebookLM and more. Play around with NotebookLM as a tool and let me know in the comments below which of the use cases you found useful. And if there's a different use case you use NotebookLM for, let me know that as well. If you stayed until this point of the video, hit the like and subscribe button. And like always, I'll see you in the next one.